Hello, I'm Sussanne Skidmore. I'm the Secretary Treasurer of the BC Federation of Labour, and I'm on the unceded and traditional territories of the Kakite First Nation. Today is Orange Shirt Day and the National Day for Truth and Reconciliation. It's a day reserved for us all to confront the continuing legacy of the residential school system, to honor the Indigenous children who never returned home, the survivors who did, and their families and communities. Whether your workplace is closed for the day or not, this is a day for all of us to reflect and to commit to action. It is a day to learn and to unlearn, a day to re-educate ourselves to the work we need to do. Today carries a particular responsibility for those of us that are settlers. Whenever our people arrived, wherever they came from, it's our work to do, to think about the role that we each play in the systems we work and live in. I believe we can learn a lot from each other when we share what we are all doing. The BC Federation of Labour has been engaged in this work much more deeply than ever before, and a lot of that is thanks to some very hard work by our Indigenous caucus and our Indigenous worker reps. Earlier this year, we adopted a reconciliation plan framework that sets out a plan for working together towards reconciliation. It sets out concrete steps for change, engaging in Indigenous cultural competency training, continued building of relationships with Indigenous partner organizations, and steps to become more inclusive of Indigenous workers. Coming out of that report, we formally established the BC Fed's first ever Indigenous Rights and Reconciliation Working Group to convene the conversations that will guide us on this journey. This is all just a start, but it feels like a good, solid start building on our past work. One of the things that has struck me is how much we as a movement gain from this engagement with Indigenous communities. It struck me this past summer while I was in Prince George and honored to be present at the unveiling of the new monument created by the Prince George Red Dress Society, a memorial for the women, girls, and two-spirit people lost along the Highway of Tears. It strikes me at every Indigenous-led event we attend, coalition meetings, healing ceremonies, Sisters in Spirit vigils, and so many more of the work that we still need to do. The work of decolonizing our movement begins with listening with open hearts and minds. To my fellow settlers, I hope you're able to attend an event today, in person or online, and I encourage you to bring with you that spirit of open listening. This day was created out of painful tragedy and monumental injustice, but that tragedy and injustice endure all year long, and so must our commitment to acknowledge it and understand it. Let's join together on our journey of reconciliation.